Someone built the Krusty Krab in Palestine. This is peak architecture. Memes. They transcend even culture. Hello, you slimy salmonella, welcome back to EmKay. My name's Jack, your charismatic butt crack, and today we're looking at some interesting as frick. Notable thingies in this plane of existence that really makes you go, oh, well that's interesting. Remember to like this video or I'll eat your firstborn. Let's go. Takin. Takin. A very rare mammal with thick neck and short muscular legs. No, my sister's name is Jamie. It lives in groups and is found above 4,000 meters in the eastern Himalayas. They feed on bamboo. Adult Jamies can weigh over 200 kilos. Yeah, that seems about right. Also, how am I at my current age and still being introduced to new species of animals? Of all the interesting animals we hunted to extinction, why did this guy have to survive? They put rails under the benches in this park so you can always be in the shade. Okay, clearly this local council was too smart for their own good. See, with brainpower like this, I wouldn't mind a dictatorship. Seriously, was that named after a cat? Is one of the largest known of the giant crocodilians, perhaps even surpassing okay, what is with these words? Sarcosuchus. That other one in size. It reigned supreme in Central South America in the period 8 million years ago. Oh, buddy, I'm glad they're extinct. If they were still around, I as an Australian would have nothing to sulk about. Frozen birch tree. Ooh, Christmassy. Really nailed it with the night sky angle too. This used to be a boat, now it's an island. What? Boats aren't a Pokemon. How does that even work? Pokemon designers be like, write that down. Map of Pangaea with today's borders. Hey, look, I wouldn't mind being a little bit closer to some snow. There is a tribe in India that has learned to make living bridges out of ficus tree roots. The bridges take 15 to 30 years to complete. Mature bridges stretch 15 to 250 feet over deep rivers and gorges, and can bear impressive loads, upwards of 35 people at a time. How do you even design that? I love that this is completely natural, but also I'm not gonna wait 30 years for someone to build a bridge across a river. In Rome, there is a door that if you look through the hole in the lock, you will be able to perfectly see St. Peter's Basilica, which thanks to the perspective will appear closer than it really is. Is this like a public door or something? I'd imagine there's a common commotion in Rome for just lost tourists to be wandering around checking out people's doorknobs. Striking natural red spessartine garnet from Brazil with detailed natural etching due to inconsistent crystal growth. In layman's terms, reality stone from Avengers. You're welcome. This is what happens when you put horizontal mirrors on a shack in a desert. That or mess with a spessartine garnet with detailed natural etching due to inconsistent crystal growth. No, it's fine. Just screw up my perception on reality. That's cool. The detail on this well-preserved Egyptian mummy. Oh my god. I've played Dead Space, but I could not take my time to wrap up a dead head like this. Bravo to whoever did this and the peg that was on your nose to cover the stench. First the man takes the drink, then the drink takes the man. Sculpture created based off an old Irish saying. Oh, how morbid. Queen Elephant, who roamed the plains of Tsavo East National Park in Kenya for more than 60 years. With tusks long enough to touch the ground, she was one of Africa's few remaining super tuskers. Wow, you could literally sow the soil with those things. I've been off walking again. This time, I found this massive Victorian hunting lodge. It's based on a huge estate in Staffordshire, UK. It's also empty. Who would abandon that? No, hang on. No one would abandon a building like that if there wasn't some shady stuff going on. I don't know, man. I'd call like a priest or Ghostbusters. Or the SCP Foundation. This beautiful shot of England. Oh my, wait, since when did England have such white rocks? Is that where white people come from? It's okay, I can insult white English people like that because I'm Irish. They owe me. Entrance to a furniture store my dad and stepmom checked out today. When you wanted to be Willy Wonka, but your family only deals in furniture. The view from the top of the world, Mount Everest. It really is an astounding feat. Until you notice there's a literal conga line of people at the top of the world. Like, damn humans, damn you are a pest. Arizona firemen putting out a Mexican fire. Well, ain't that neighborly? Speaking of a lot of water, Tokyo flood tunnels. Jesus, oh wow, no kidding when they say flood tunnels. Can imagine a lot of Hollywood producers' nipples getting erect at the thought of the movies they can shoot in here. This path of frozen bamboo. Oh, nature, you're so frosty. This stained glass ceiling hotel. You're not gonna at least mention where it is? I could easily reverse image search this, but that requires me to do something. I do absolutely love the design, but I'm just, always in constant an expectation that someone is going to dramatically break through that glass at the ceiling. It's too pretty for someone to not eventually destroy it. This amazing glowing-like stained glass costume, Abby, is the creation of Paige Gardner. Oh god, the hotel gains human form.
You thought you could get away with stealing my hairdryer?
This guy caught a huge goldfish. Wait, goldfish still exist in the wild? I thought they were like domesticated, like dogs and cats. The door is real, the rest is graffiti. We'll see about that. Yeah, it's a wall. Sea urchins put rocks on their heads for protection. So if you give them tiny hats, they'll wear them. No! No, this is a fact that I don't think we as humans should be allowed to know. Oh, we're gonna take such advantage of them now. Say hello to America's newest national park, New River Gorge National Park. Woo-the. Hello, New River Gorge National Park. Woo-the. I'm noticing a lack of a river, but that's alright, I don't judge. 100 sunsets stacked on one photo. I don't know how this works, but I still love it regardless. I took a picture of the ball of a pen losing ink while rolling over paper. You know, it honestly still blows my mind to this day that it's a little ball at the end of a pen. An amazing view from Faroe Islands. Okay, I'm loving the background, but oh my god, grass on the roofs? That's okay, I didn't need to know how to say words anyway. Of all the places needing to have greener buildings, you don't! This sculpture of Jesus at abandoned cemetery in Poland gets slowly absorbed by a tree. Okay guys, this has been a great photo shoot. Now, can you get me out of here please? Can we also take this moment to acknowledge the fact that Jesus is being eaten by a tree? How come no one is calling this tree Satan yet? Found an abandoned F-14 fighter jet while I was mapping the sea floor with an Edge Tech slide scan sonar off the coast of Norfolk, VA. It's all fun and games until it suddenly starts transforming into the shape of a humanoid. Kayaker vs aircraft carrier. Or when you saved up your upgrade point but have to suddenly fight the endgame boss. I am not prepared. I am doing very little damage. A German city has installed a number of pods for homeless people fitted with thermal insulation to sleep in. Honestly man, that looks cozy as hell. The letter my great-great-uncle sent his wife to let her know he survived the Pearl Harbor attack. Wow. To think this was the fastest way to communicate messages back in the day. Like you're literally filling out a form to do something that these days takes a second. Hydrosaurus, otherwise known as the sailfin lizard. Whoa, no, wait, that's real? Like that's a real thing? Yo, dude, I'm looking these up right now. Oh my god! Dude, that is so cool! Like, I didn't know there were lizards with actual sail fins. If this owner hasn't named their lizard here Toothless, then no, you don't deserve it. This just in. Newfoundland changes name to New Lostland following winter apocalypse. It will return momentarily. Maybe. 39,000-year-old mammoth carcass. Scientists say it's so well preserved that its brain is still intact. Yo, what? I mean, okay, look, honestly, that is quite horrifying to look at, but just scientifically, it's hugely fascinating. Meanwhile, the next week's news, Frankenstein mammoth on the loose. This mirror portrait was taken 100 years ago in Japan. Hello, old strangers, welcome to the internet. You'll have no idea what it's like. Bald eagle nests are generally 5 feet wide and 3 feet deep. The largest recorded bald eagle nest, 9.5 feet in diameter, 20 feet deep, and weighed almost 6,000 pounds. Wow, I'm glad it's not just humans that go a bit overkill with their accommodation. This forest noise amplifier is what my life has been missing. Who thought of this? You know what I want? I want big ears and a bed in the bush. I hate how ridiculous it is, and I especially hate that I really want to know what it's like. You're probably used to seeing opal cut up into pretty cabochons for rings or earrings, but opal fresh out of the ground is just as beautiful. This is just giving me strong vibes of fairy bread, and as an Australian, it's kind of dangerous of me to mistake them. Yeah, interesting fact, if you ever want to tame an Australian, feed them fairy bread. The more homemade it is, the fonder they'll be of you. Prehistoric parasite attempting to escape from its host as it is drowning in amber. Don't let it out. Bee infestation so large that honey is coming from the plugs. Hey, at least it's honey and not blood. If it was blood, then you'd be in a horror movie, and that is much worse. Though I'm sure honey doesn't actually get covered in the insurance. My prosthetics, all designed for different purposes and fit the same sockets. I imagine this guy would be the master at hiding behind curtains. Annette Kellerman promoting a woman's right to wear a fitted one-piece bathing suit in 1907. She was later arrested for indecency. Wait, where is the indecency? Okay, yeah, look, yeah, it's old times. They were obviously a lot more conservative. Long exposure shot of a Roomba vacuum with color-changing light on the top of it. Can't tell if your floor's now a disco or a subway train route. Exploring the sea in Greenland. Well, I must be colorblind because I'm seeing a lack of green! Greenland, explain! 44 years ago today was the first and only time it snowed in Miami, Florida. Oh no, I can only imagine climate change deniers having a field day with this one.
We had climate change in the 70s and we turned out alright.
This beautiful 50-foot tall sculpture in South Dakota named Dignity was recently erected. It was made to respect native culture. Pretty. I wonder how many native trees they cleared away to put it there. Digs aside, it's seriously quite beautiful. Winter and Loman Street, Amsterdam. Wow, those trees are frickin' beast. I love it, but I would be so scared putting my car there. Grand Central Station, New York City, 1929. This view is no longer possible to see because skyscrapers now block the sunlight. Seeing things like this better explains to me why people can actually buy airspace above buildings. If you've ever wanted to see a sunset on another planet, here you go. This beautiful sunset was taken on the Martian surface by Curiosity on April 15th, 2015. I miss the world where the Curiosity rover was the biggest thing going around. 4 different tiger fur color mutations. From left to right, snow white, standard, golden, and white. Oh my god, I thought it was gonna be like the fur itself laid out, not actual tigers there. I am very happy to be wrong. Just like this guy. Just look at his smile. 6 years in, Pakistan's billion-tree tsunami making a difference. I can't say anything else less than just wow. Like, you really gotta comprehend how far back this image is from the ground. This might have taken weeks to months to complete, but it's clearly gonna be lasting centuries. 12,000-year-old mammoth tusk found in Siberia. Wait, was it seriously just on the ground? Like, not dug deep in the earth or anything? I just find it really strange to believe that there was a literal tusk of this size, of this age, just lying around in the grass. I mean, I struggle to find my car keys in my room, and this guy can find a 12,000-year-old tusk. Canadian passport when held under UV light. And they say Canadians don't know how to party. Fool, how do you think we make our passports? Villages in India made giant sweaters to keep rescued elephants warm. Oh, it does not help that elephant is smiling. Oh, it's too cute. My great-grandfather's British Army issue pocket watch, along with the German bullet that it stopped in France 1914. Guess you could say that watch saved him in the nick of time. Shut up. Well, time for the video's fan art special. Today's work is by Tarot Goddess. It is their stepson's fan art. Like what, you trying to steal their thunder or something? Suspicious threatening aside, ooh, I like it. It reminds me of a certain SCP creature from Side 13, of which case I am absolutely terrified. But if that's not the case and it's just a complete coincidence that it looks like that, then, well, that's great. That's cool. I love it. Anyway, thank you so much for the awesome fan art by your stepson there, Tarot Goddess. And remember, if you'd like to see your fan art in a future video for me to love at, then just post it on the EmKay subreddit. But with that said, if you are hearing my voice right now, then you've done it. It's too late. There's no going back. They've already won. So you might as well just like this video because the apocalypse is coming now. And at least try to make sure you are subscribed too. Because hey, you failed the mission anyway. That's why you took that memory wiping drug 5 minutes ago. So you might as well spend your last days on Earth just enjoying some good old EmKay content. Vague and BS revelations about your fate aside, I hope you enjoyed today's video. My name has been Jack, and I look forward to sharing some more fun memes with you in the afterlife. See ya!